So the kickoff is finally at hand as the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants get ready to have at it. The NFC, as many of you I'm sure know, has won the last 6 Super Bowls. The last time the AFC was victorious was here following the 1983 season when the Raiders beat Washington. Buffalo receiving, and that's not real good news for the Giants because you know the way Buffalo will start it in their hurry-up 2-minute offense, which has been so productive down the stretch and in postseason. Matt Barr to kick off. Don Smith is back to receive along with Al Edwards, and Super Bowl 25 is underway in Tampa. Barr's kick taken up at the 13-yard line. It's Don Smith, who used to play for the Buccaneers, tackled by Barr. Going to the Pro Bowl, Davis and Ballard each in excess of 300 pounds on the right side. 3rd down and 6. Kelly over the middle again. It is caught by Reed, but Reed is shy of the first down. So the Bills, interestingly, complete 2 crossing patterns, but don't get a first down. He liked to shorten the game. 1st down from the 43-yard line. Hostetler fakes and then rolls to the right. Pitch cross for a first down. He's out of bounds at the 45, and that is the type of thing Hostetler can do.
And the Raiders in the playoffs.
We played 3.5 minutes with no score. 1st down at the 44-yard line with Meggett and Anderson in the backfield, and Meggett gets tripped up, but gets up, takes one of the officials with him. The Bills are saying he was down in the backfield.
His future being questioned by many.
3rd down and 7. Giants at the 31-yard line. 7th play of the drive. Hostetler out of the gun, fires over the middle, caught by Ingram. Inside the 20, out of bounds at the 16. 1st down, Giants. Play of the drive coming. No score. Giants doing what they do so well, moving the ball and taking a lot of time off the clock after Buffalo was 3 and out on its first possession. They have to get to the 5 for a first down. Hostetler goes to the end zone and incomplete. Great defense as Mark Ingram was covered by Clifford Hicks.
Where he could have caught that ball for a touchdown.
This will be a 28-yard field goal attempt. Hostetler puts it down for Barr, last week's hero. And he picks up here where he left off at Candlestick. A lot, Banks, DeOssie, Johnson, and Taylor. The backers, Collins, Walls, Jackson, and Guyton. The basic 4, though the Giants right now have 6 DBs in. And on 2nd and 8, going deep, it's tipped and it's caught by Lofton, who is taken out of bounds at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Tipped by Perry Williams and caught by the venerable James Lofton.
The catch.
61 yards, the longest play in postseason this year. And it's incomplete on 1st and goal, intended for the tight end, Keith McKellar, who was covered by Guyton, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
In the game they played 5 weeks ago, and they've come right back to it.
3rd and goal, and it is tipped, volleyball, and finally caught by Walls, but out of bounds. Walls got a piece of it, so did Thurman Thomas. And by the time Everson came down with it, he was on the strike.
Ball, but then there's going to be contact, and contact in a hurry.
23-yard field goal. Guyton also got a piece of that as well, as Norwood boots it through a few years ago. 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line. Hostetler has room, seeks the first down, and is very close and should have it. The head linesman right there to spot it. He is run out of bounds by Cornelius Bennett, and it is a 1st down.
Relies on a mistake and turn it into a 30 or 40-yard play.
At the moment on 2nd and 8, they go back with Otis Anderson, leave him into block. It's tipped, it's caught by Stephen Baker, and he's to the 50-yard line and a 1st down. Tackled by Kelso, the 46-yard line. Fake to Anderson. Hostetler buying time and then throws too high, intended for Baker, and it's easy to throw too tall to Baker. Yard line, 3rd and 6. And the Giants from the shotgun send everybody out into the pattern, including Meggett, and it's off his hands and incomplete. And as is usually the case,
a little close to the line of scrimmage. The intent of this offense is to run plays and run them quickly.
The equivalent of a basketball fast break. And there's a 1st down as Andre Reed takes it to the 34 for a gain of 11. Bills at the 33, game tie 3-3 with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. And over the middle, the catch is made by Reed. Whoa! Lived there all season. He's hit hard, but he gets up, and it's a first down for Buffalo. Mark Collins was the guy who whacked him. 3-3 as we start the second quarter. It's second down and 4 from the 41-yard line. Jim Kelly dumps it off to Thurman Thomas. Nice move by Thomas to pick up the first down and then wrestled to the ground by Carl Banks.
Happy to do so. A quarterback's dream, and he's running his own show.
Second and 7. Tremendous protection. McKellar makes the catch. McKellar takes it to the 8, and a flag is down. Back at the 20-yard line. Once they get inside the opponent's 5-yard line. Near perfect. Don Smith and Mueller are the running backs, and Donnie Smith takes it into the end zone.
Oh, and Jamie Mueller buried a giant. And Donnie Smith came right off his fanny into the end zone.
Well, it was Gary Reasons, Frank, the linebacker, that took on Mueller. Reasons has no choice but to sell out in the backfield, and he's obliterated by Mueller. Two of the finest blocking fullbacks in the league are in this game. Jamie Mueller for the Bills, Maurice Carthon for the New York Giants.
Scott Norwood for the extra point. Frank Wright puts it down. And Don Smith knows his way into the end zone in Tampa. He used to play with the Bucks. They left him unprotected, picked up by Buffalo in Plan B. At the 36-yard line. From the shotgun. Bills rush 5. Hostetler hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Leon Seals really decked him. And Hostetler once again slow and arising. The backup is Matt Cavanaugh, emergency quarterback, and also Dave Neggett to take some snaps in the shotgun. From the 27-yard line, here's Thurman Thomas exploiting a huge hole and a 14-yard gain to the 41-yard line. Everson Walls makes the stop, and Jim Richards' block paved the way.
That firing out, getting into the linebackers with their bigger men, driving him off the line, and giving it to Thomas.
Giants are not the type of team that wants to be down 17-3. It's second and 6. Kelly incomplete. It's knocked away by Guyton in and out of the hands of Andre Reed.
Contact.
And they yank him and replace him with Mike Fox, 93, over the nose. Kelly on 3rd and 1 throws, and Reed, can you believe that? Stops the presses. Drops the ball. Up by 7. Carthon and Anderson behind him. Hostetler off the fake. Hits OJ for a gain of about 7 to the 13.
Everybody knows who it is.
Second and 10 from the 6-yard line. Hostetler under heat, sacked for the safety. Bruce Smith.
Hostetler lost it, pulling away from the center. Whether he was stepped on or just tripped, he might have tripped over his.
I think he tripped over Otis. I think he tripped over Otis Anderson.
Otis was getting set to pick up the blitz and did not step up, and Hostetler collided with him.
Only losing 2 points to the Bills. That could have been a touchdown.
Buffalo at the 30-yard line, and Jim Kelly airs it out, and it's dropped at the 42-yard line, incomplete. Picked up by Collins, but the play is dead.
And then the ball is just overthrown by Kelly.
3rd and 10. They have to get to the 40-yard line. Kelly stepping up, throwing, incomplete. Giant secondary does its job. McKellar couldn't spring free. 4th down, and the Bills are now 0 for 4 on 3rd down. 3rd and 4 at the 30. Ingram comes in motion to the same side as Baker, and then reverses his direction. And Hostetler has it knocked down, batted down at the line of scrimmage as the Bills penetrated. And it may have been,
I don't know, Leon Seals is acting like he did it.
Yep.
Went ahead and signaled for that fair catch. Roger Brown was the only guy within 20 yards of it.
From the 16-yard line, here's Thurman Thomas picking up the first down. Bounced off his own man, Lofton. and out to the 34-yard line for a gain of 18.
That given night. And he just kept getting better the more times they gave it to him.
2nd and 6, and here's Thomas again, their second leading receiver this year, doing what he does best, making people miss, picking up a first down up to the 48-yard line.
A couple of great blocks.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line from the shotgun. Kelly, that man again, Thomas. And out of bounds at the 45-yard line, a gain of 8. Greg Jackson with the coverage.
And they bring in help, Kenneth Davis.
Davis is in there. They send him out into the pattern as Kelly goes deep on 2nd and short, and it's incomplete. A double team. James Lofton surrounded by Everson Walls.
End who's down on the ground just like he is. They're very uncomfortable taking on a linebacker, and of course that's what the Giants are giving them now.
3rd and 7. Catch is made, but Andre Reed is short of the first down. At the 45, he is stopped by Carl Banks, and so that penalty was important. It made it 3rd and 7 instead of 3rd and 2, and now it's 4th and 3. 2nd and 4 from the 19-yard line. Conlon had to come out, and Bailey spells him, and Anderson exploits a hole, takes it to the 36. Conlon back in for Buffalo. First down to the 37, 2:27 to go in the half. Hostetler pressured by Smith, throws, and open is Ingram along the sidelines. First down. 2:05 remaining in the half. Ingram is in motion, and the Giants do get the play off before the 2-minute warning as Meggett takes it inside the 30 to the 25, where Leonard Smith makes the tackle. 3rd and 7. Cross in motion. Hostetler to throw. Open man at the 15-yard line is Cross, and he has enough for the first down after he gets up, moves forward. Odoms makes the tackle, and they'll move the chains.
Been throwing the ball. That might have been a touchdown if he threw it and led Cross.
39 seconds and 1 timeout. Hostetler has it batted down. Cornelius Bennett leaping up and volleyballing it to the turf.
Batted down.
They're going to have to roll the other direction towards Smith a couple times at least.
2nd and 10. Pressure on Hostetler, but he throws too low. Intended for Stephen Baker, who went to the turf, but the pass skipped to him. 3rd down. Down 10 at the 14. 30 seconds remaining in the half. Hostetler throws. Touchdown. Stephen Baker.
And he beats the main man, Nate Odoms.
And that was a perfect throw. After 3 or 4 poorly thrown balls, Jeff Hostetler hits one right where it's supposed to be.
And maybe more importantly, he had time to throw the ball. Side all the way to the outside takes a lot of time. Look at the protection he gets. Jumbo Elliott doing a job on Smith. And then right on target is Hostetler to Baker, beating Nate Odoms.
Put them within 2. Hostetler puts it down, and the difference in the game right now is a safety. Anderson in the backfield. Ingram in motion. Rolling left now, dumps it off from Meggett. Out past the 25, tripped up at the 29. Nate Odoms makes the stop. Spotted back at the 27. That's where his knee initially hit, at the 27-yard line. Hostetler from the shotgun hits Meggett. Meggett breaks a tackle and turns it into a first down.
He is bigger than he looks, but this is the type of football that wears a team out.
3 tight ends, 3rd and 1. Anderson again. Anderson into Buffalo territory, and Anderson all the way to the 30-yard line. Third and 13 at the 32-yard line. Hostetler throwing. It's caught by Ingram. He has to get to the 19 for a first down, and he does.
Oh.
That is not the product of great coaching.
third and a short 4 from inside the 12. 6:49 to go, third quarter, 12-10 Buffalo. Hostetler, a little dump off to Cross. First down at the 3. Second and goal at the 1. Touchdown Anderson.
That is one of the great drives in Super Bowl history. That domination.
Blocked by Carthen, just enough for Anderson. Take back. And he spun and twisted for that first.
9:29. Dan talking about it being one of the greatest drives in Super Bowl history. It was the longest drive. Field position following the kick for any team or either team in this game. From the 40-yard line, Kelly hands the ball to Thurman Thomas. And Thomas out to the 48, stopped by Greg Jackson. 2nd and 2.
4 linebackers and 5 defensive backs most of the way for the Giants.
2nd and 8. And incomplete as Jackson was all over Reed. Reed is looking for a flag, and there is one.
And I think that'll be the call out. He was looking at it all the way. Talking about it, you were going to get hit by big people.
And when you get them down to 3rd and 18, you also take them out of the no-huddle offense. Buffalo after huddling. 3rd and 18. Kelly under pressure. Kelly gets sacked. Leonard Marshall. Here in the 3rd quarter, that long drive, they held Buffalo. They take over at the 42, and Hostetler rolls to his left. Pitch Cross, a nice move by Cross. And Cross is close to a first down at the 48-yard line, tackled by Odom. An hour and 5 minutes or so as the Giants have controlled the football. Anderson. Can't get going.
Now there's a run by Otis Anderson that you just don't see much anymore.
44, 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Giants up by 5. From the shotgun. Hostetler to the open man. It's Ingram, but he is short of the first down. He's out of bounds at the 35. It's 4th and 2. Leonard Smith with the tackle.
Goes again.
Yep. And the Giants, who've been terrific on 4th down in the playoffs, go for it on 4th and 2, but not this time. 6 Bills, as if for emphasis, drive Anderson to the turf and give Buffalo the ball back.
Been a game that since the end of the 2nd quarter has belonged to the New York Giants.
Yes. Kelly to Thomas. Thomas with a spin move. Close to a first down. Out to about the 47-yard line.
Faced any adversity in a while. They're not used to not succeeding.
They also haven't faced the type of linebackers that the Giants have either. Davis, 19-yard gain and then fumbles the ball out of bounds. Kelly from the shotgun, flanked by Thomas. Gives to Thomas. And Thurman breaking tackles at the 22, inside the 10, touchdown Buffalo.
Al, you mentioned earlier in the day the name of Thurman Thomas. He got good blocking at the line, broke a tackle, and then got one from Andre Reed downfield. Jim Richer with one at the line of scrimmage. But then Andre Reed made one happen downfield. He knocks down Everson Walls, and
Giants continue to go with that 2-down line too. And the Bills have been pecking. Finally, they get a runner through the linebackers, and a great effort by Thurman Thomas.
To get sprung to give Buffalo the lead. Norwood with the extra point. And with 14:52 to play in regulation, Buffalo leads by 2.
Owning along that line and blowing the linebackers out of there.
2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line. Ingram in motion. Fake to Anderson. Nice block to buy Hostetler some time. Then under pressure, he throws it away.
Needed from kind of a shaken Jeff Hostetler.
3rd and 7 at the 26. Bills by 2. 13:56 to play. Oates looking back at Hostetler. Play clock is down to 2-1. They get it off. And Hostetler throws, and it's caught by Bavaro for a big first down to the 43. Dragged to the turf by Shane Conlon. Team scored in any quarter. And Buffalo leads by 2. First down at the 46-yard line. Off the fake. Over the middle, Bavaro again for a first down to the 27-yard line. Tackled by Leonard Smith.
Stomach.
He looked like he fell on the ball, too.
Carson in motion. Hostetler protected well. Throws. Finds Ingram to the 14-yard line. First down. Baker split left. Ingram to the right. Meggett and Carson in the backfield. It's Meggett behind a Carson block. Should have the first down.
From Carson and gets the first down.
Bentley limped off. Bailey replaces him at inside linebacker. First and goal. And the tackle is made by Jeff Wright. Big play. Baker split left. Ingram right. Cross is slotted to the right. Hostetler has it knocked down at the 10-yard line by Bennett. The lead on a Barr field goal from 21 yards. Hostetler to put it down. Barr's kick is good, and New York once again has the lead. It's the 4th lead change in the game.
Well, Thomas and Otis Anderson certainly have delivered everything that they were expected to do.
It's about 8 yards to carry. Kelly protected well. Thomas again. Thurman does it all. Mark Collins makes the tackle.
Warned that time. Banks was warned about kicking the ball, delaying the game.
3rd down and 8. Kelly throws, and it is not caught. Broken up by Williams. A big-time hit on Al Edwards to force the punt. The Giants take the play clock down to 3.
Smart.
And there is Anderson for a first down. And now, as we say, the Bills are going to have to begin to think about taking their timeout. There's the play clock, the game clock to 3:48. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Meggett can't turn it. Stopped for a yard loss. Mike Lotus is the first to hit him. Under 3 minutes to play. Bills have used a timeout. They have 2 left, plus the free one at the 2-minute warning. Meggett flanks Hostetler in the backfield. They have to get to the 45.5 for a first down.
Watch Hostetler run with the ball.
Quarterback draw to the 48. He's short of the first down. Now it is 4th down. Seals and Bennett make the tackle. 4th and 2. 1st and 10 at the 10. Kelly with the 4 wideouts. He also sends Thomas into the pattern. Steps up to avoid the sack. Takes it out to the 17-yard line. The ball is knocked loose, but the play was whistled dead. 3rd down, inches. Bills have not converted a 3rd down in the game until now, thanks to Thomas. Thurman Thomas out to the 40, a first down, tackled by Everson Walls. By Thomas in the backfield. 3 wide receivers.
No pass rush at all. That's unbelievable.
All day and half of the night, and he's going to run with it, and he picks up the first down, takes it to the 46, tackled by Banks. 48 seconds.
Easy to be in the instant replay booth when you get a look like that.
But that did give the Giants pass rush a little breather.
2nd down and 5. Here's Thurman Thomas swinging to the outside, has the first down. Thurman Thomas takes it to the 30. At the 29-yard line. Kelly throws it into the ground. 8 seconds.
It'd be 47 yards from right here.
And they have to send him in here. They can't take a chance and run another play.
Norwood is right on the tip of his range.
Well, the Giants know what it's like to live this from the other end. Last week, it's Barr. This week, it's Norwood against them. Parcells wants a timeout to make Norwood think it's going to be a 47-yard field goal attempt. Frank Reich will be the holder when the ball is snapped. Timeout, New York. Now Norwood tries to kick his longest ever on grass. 47 yards. 8 seconds left. Adam Lingner will snap it. No good. Wide right.
There are photographers and people all over the field, but the clock still has 4 seconds on it. When you keep the ball for over 40 minutes of a ball game, your offensive line did a wonderful job.